At Nacro, we are committed to working so that everyone has the chance to succeed and the support they need to fulfil their potential. We look forward to working with the new government on this. Here we set out 5 priorities for the first 100 days, based on the experiences of our service users and our staff. In this video, we bring these to life with input from the people we support and our staff working in our services. The current reality: 12% of 16 to 24-year-olds are not in education, employment or training. 309,000 people are homeless in England. 114,800 people are projected to be in prison by 2028. To give everyone a fair chance in life, we need the barriers holding people back removed and the systems we all rely on improved. 1. Community alternatives to prisons to reduce overcrowding. Prisons are at breaking point. Overcrowded, under-resourced and inhumane, the current state of prisons in England and Wales is failing us all.
The lockup there we got a couple of hours out a day. After a little while, I was having a few issues with my mental health. I didn't feel safe at times, you know. If, for example, you're a vulnerable prisoner, if you've got a problem in there, it's a big problem because staff are just letting multiple people onto wings and multiple people off wings. They wouldn't even know if something had happened unless it was sort of brought to their attention.
Immediate steps should include a presumption against short sentences and resentencing of IPP prisoners.
I saw about 10-15 girls get released, come back, get released and come back. Some are out for like 6 hours a day. Man, homelessness and mental health is a big, big thing. That's why, so many girls go back to prison, I suppose.
But we also need a longer term strategy for an effective and sustainable justice system which delivers for us all.
Our prisons are at breaking point. Simply building new prisons and increasing prison places is not the answer. Government must also develop a longer term strategy for an effective and sustainable justice system which puts victims at the heart and better serves us all. We need action. We need it now.
2. Prisons as places of rehabilitation, implementing a real working day in prison. Only around half of people in prison are in work or training, and the prison workday does not reflect a workday on the outside. Improving work and training in prisons and implementing a real working day will help people gain the skills, work habits and experience to prepare people for employment on release, as well as improving mental health and giving purpose to people in prison.
When I first went to prison, I requested to be put into work, but there weren't enough jobs to go around, so I didn't get anything. I then tried to start vocational training. There were a long way in this. Even when you did get on the course, the sessions got cancelled because of staff shortages, or we just didn't get unlocked.
The limits of the workday mean there's not much time to develop skills or build essential work experience.
3. A guarantee that no one leaves prison homeless. 1 in 7 people leave prison homeless, leading to a cycle of cell, street, repeat, and more than 50% of people who sleep rough have had contact with the justice system. We welcome the government's commitment to a cross-department strategy to end homelessness. Tackling homelessness after prison and from HMPPS accommodation will need to be a priority to deliver this.
A couple of times after release I've struggled to find somewhere to live and I've had to sleep rough. I've also stayed in a tent for a few nights. It was horrible. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. Not having an address meant I couldn't claim benefits. I didn't have a bank account because I was in debt and I didn't have any ID.
4. Extending mental health support to all young people. In our services we see how many young people are struggling with their mental health, impacting them in childhood and beyond. We welcome the government's commitment to providing access to specialist mental health professionals in every school. We are asking the government to ensure this is also available for young people in alternative education and further education settings.
Mental health issues among young people have increased significantly in recent years, impacting their education through reduced attendance, difficulties with motivation and concentration, and behavioural changes. At Nacro, we have observed this trend firsthand. Long waiting lists for mental health services have forced education staff to develop their own strategies to support students. However, this has placed additional strain on staff capacity and resourcing.
5. Expanding learning and employment pathways for young people with targeted support. 1 in 7 young people in England don't achieve level 2, the equivalent of 5 GCSEs at grade 4 or above by age 19. This is even worse for disadvantaged young people. To break down barriers to opportunity, a new post-16 strategy should include a commitment to a broad range of level 2 qualifications.
I struggled at school. I really couldn't see what my future held. But then I found something a bit different. Skills-based, vocational, It was a level 2 qualification and it made learning exciting. Now I'm in a job I love.
And the expansion of the pupil premium funding for disadvantaged 16 to 18-year-olds. We look forward to working with the new government to help ensure that everyone has the chance to succeed and the support they need to fulfil their potential.